Insurance agent failure percentages are like through the roof, and for all kinds of different reasons, guys. Agencies are setting unrealistic and even misleading expectations. Some agencies just don't have a good platform where, like all the agents are starting off on even ground, which is why like 10% of the agents in our industry actually write 90% of the business. You got companies that recycle or resell leads, don't get me started with that. And then you got the agents. I mean, some insurance agents have a poor work ethic. Others can't grasp the value of treating their insurance sales business like a business, and therefore they end up with an advertising or lead budget that just doesn't even come close to matching their goals. Then you got the learning curve. We're all different there. I'm Doug Massey, and having worked with literally hundreds of agents who've come and gone, I'm in a very unique position to share with you what works for most and what doesn't work. And we're even going to get into the 4 different types of agents and personalities that I've been working with for at least the past 9 years. And before we get started, this is the policy summary page that I leave with like everybody I sell. And if you hang around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of this bad boy for yourself so that now you can leave it with your clients too. And yes, this is a great time to smash down on that like button, and we recommend that you subscribe if you're new. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos like all the time. So half the agents who could succeed in this business and end up failing do so because, well, in most cases they're working with the wrong insurance IMO or agencies. A majority of insurance agencies have platforms that are designed to work for the minority of the agents. So right off the bat, this is a huge fail, and now you got like pretty decent agents who would have had immediate success with other agencies, only they're spinning their wheels, wasting their money and their time instead of having success at insurance sales. Then you got those 4 types of agents / sales personality types. Hopefully, after you've watched this video, you can decide which of the 4 categories that you fall into, which will hopefully either convince you that you are in the right business, or it'll help you realize that maybe sales is just not something that you're built for. Agent type category 1. This agent has a background that includes success at sales, and in many cases, not just a little success, but potentially a lot of success, or success at like a really high level at least. You may have been the #1 salesperson on the car lot, or one of the best salespeople at selling home improvements, real estate, or even some other type of insurance sales. So the work ethic is there. You're not afraid to invest thousands of dollars into your business because you're convinced that it will work based on your previous sales experience. Bottom line, the agents that fit category 1 are going to succeed no matter where they go. So the trick for them is to find a place that won't limit their success or maybe prevent them from growing or moving on if and when that time comes. Agent type category 2. And this is the agent who has an amazing work ethic and will do whatever it takes to succeed, is professional, can make a very smooth and intelligent sounding presentation, and has enough money put aside to make their business work, but maybe they just need a little help. Possibly some one-on-one mentoring, or they could just need the right platform, and bam! Now they're falling into that category 1 agent type and are doing really well. They're either going to succeed or possibly succeed at a very high level, either way. Then you got agent category 3. Unfortunately, this agent either doesn't have the background or the personality to be successful. Maybe they just don't have the right work ethic or enough money to invest into their business, and they're probably, falling short of being successful for a bunch of different reasons. One thing I've learned about insurance agents, if you don't have the money that it takes to be successful at insurance sales and you're not able to figure out a way to come up with that money, then you probably aren't going to be convincing or talented enough to sell insurance. I mean, think about it. If you can't figure out a way to come up with a few $1,000s, then how are you going to be able to figure out a way to close a sale? So what happens happens is a lot of the agents in that category number 3 just don't seem to have enough of the puzzle to even put the pieces together, and instead of getting by and having some success, which actually can work in our industry, they often end up in debt or end up realizing later that, they're better off just sticking with working a regular 9 to 5. Which leads us to agent category number 4. Agents that fit into this category usually have never done any type of sale where they're responsible for talking people into buying something. And a good example of an agent that fits into this category number 4 is someone who has maybe a service job, like maybe a waiter or waitress, a delivery person, or even like customer service representative. 90% of the people in the United States fit into this category. Trust me guys, being paid if you show up and do the bare minimum is completely different from being in a position where you have to convince people to hand you a check in order to feed your family. The best insurance agents that I've ever met or even worked with, all of them have the ability to take somebody who says something like, "Just so you know, I'm not buying anything today," and then 45 minutes later, that same person is signing on the dotted line, making a commitment, and handing over their checking account information. One of the reasons that a majority of the agents that work on our final expense telesales platform are having success, instead of the majority failing, is because I won't even work with an agent that, 1, doesn't have the money that it takes to start their business and get through the learning curve, or B, they just haven't convinced me that they're going to be successful. Basically what I'm saying is that agents who are in category 3 or 4 don't even have a chance at being successful unless, and this is important, unless their thinking completely changes and they develop into the agent described in category number 2. If you'd like access to free final expense telesales training, just click on the link above and this thing is going to take you to our 3-part series, which is designed to give you everything you need to start selling final expense remotely and successfully from the comfort of your own home. If you'd like a copy of the policy summary that I mentioned earlier in the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. For more information on getting one-on-one training through our top producer remote final expense sales platform, just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, guys, very important. When you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now get out there or get on that phone and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.